Saladin was a famous Muslim ruler. He lived in the 12th century. Saladin is known for his leadership and military skills. He fought against the European Crusaders. Saladin was a devout Muslim. He was also known for his chivalry and fairness. He treated his enemies with respect. Saladin is admired by both Muslims and non-Muslims today. His full name was An-Nasir Salahdine Yusuf ibn Ayyub. He was born in 1137. Saladin became a symbol of Muslim unity and strength. He is remembered as one of the greatest Muslim leaders in history. Saladin was born in Tikrit, a city in present-day Iraq. His family was Kurdish. They were known for their military service. Saladin's father was a respected governor. Saladin received a good education. He studied the Quran and Islamic law. He also learned about history, literature, and military strategy. Saladin was trained in horsemanship and swordsmanship. He was deeply religious. Saladin was also influenced by his uncle, Asad ad-Din Shirkuh. Shirkuh was a powerful general. He played a key role in shaping Saladin's military career. Saladin, born in 1137, joined his uncle on military campaigns at a young age. His uncle, Shirkuh, was a prominent military commander, and under his guidance, Saladin began to learn the art of warfare. These early experiences were crucial in shaping his future as a military leader. He gained invaluable experience in warfare, learning not just the tactics and strategies of battle, but also the importance of leadership and the morale of his troops. Saladin's early exposure to the harsh realities of war prepared him for the challenges he would face later in life. Saladin proved to be a capable soldier and commander, earning the respect and loyalty of his men. His ability to lead and inspire his troops was evident in the numerous battles he fought alongside his uncle. His reputation as a skilled warrior and a wise leader began to grow. He rose through the ranks quickly, thanks to his bravery, strategic mind, and the trust placed in him by his superiors. Saladin's rise was not just due to his military prowess, but also his ability to navigate the complex political landscape of the time. In 1169, Saladin became the Vizier of Egypt, a position of immense power and responsibility. As Vizier, he was the chief advisor to the Caliph, the religious and political leader of the Muslim world. This role allowed Saladin to influence the direction of the state significantly. The Vizier was the chief advisor to the Caliph, a position that required not only military acumen, but also political savvy and administrative skills. Saladin excelled in this role, using his position to implement reforms and strengthen the state. This was a powerful position, one that allowed Saladin to consolidate his power and lay the groundwork for his future ambitions. He used his influence to build a strong and loyal following, ensuring that he had the support needed to achieve his goals. Saladin used his position to strengthen the army, recognizing that a strong military was essential for the security and stability of the state. He implemented numerous military reforms, improving the training and organization of his troops. He also reformed the government, introducing policies that improved the efficiency and effectiveness of the administration. These reforms helped to stabilize Egypt and ensure that it could withstand external threats. Saladin made Egypt a strong and independent state, capable of defending itself against its enemies. His leadership transformed Egypt into a powerful and prosperous nation, respected by its neighbors. In 1171, he abolished the Fatimid Caliphate, a significant political move that consolidated his power and marked the beginning of a new era in Egyptian history. This bold action demonstrated Saladin's determination and vision for a unified Muslim world. Saladin established the Ayyubi dynasty, a new ruling dynasty that would govern Egypt and the surrounding regions for many years. This dynasty was characterized by its strong leadership and commitment to the principles of justice and fairness. He became the Sultan of Egypt and Syria, extending his influence and control over a vast territory. As Sultan, Saladin was responsible for the welfare and security of his people, a role he took very seriously. Saladin was now the most powerful Muslim ruler in the region, a position he used to promote unity and cooperation among the Muslim states. His leadership was marked by a commitment to justice, compassion, and the welfare of his people. He turned his attention towards the Crusaders, recognizing the threat they posed to the Muslim world. Saladin's campaigns against the Crusaders would become legendary, cementing his reputation as one of the greatest military leaders of his time. The Crusades were a series of intense religious wars. They were fought between Christians and Muslims over control of holy lands. The First Crusade began in 1095, marking a significant conflict. Christian armies captured Jerusalem in 1099 after fierce battles. Muslims considered Jerusalem a holy city of great importance. They wanted to regain control of it from the Crusaders. Saladin saw the Crusades as a significant threat to Islam. He was determined to defeat the Crusaders and reclaim the land. He united the Muslim forces under his command. Saladin created a powerful and disciplined army. He was a charismatic and strategic leader. Saladin inspired his troops to fight passionately for their faith. Section 5. The Battle of Hattin, Saladin's masterstroke. The Battle of Hattin took place in 1187. It was a decisive battle in the Crusades. Saladin's army surrounded the Crusader army. The Crusaders were weakened by thirst and exhaustion. Saladin's forces crushed the Crusaders. They captured many Crusader leaders. This victory paved the way for the Muslim recapture of Jerusalem. Saladin's victory at Hattin shocked the Christian world. It was a major turning point in the Crusades. Saladin became a hero throughout the Muslim world. Section 6. A shrewd tactician, Saladin's military strategies. Saladin was a brilliant military strategist. He used a variety of tactics to defeat his enemies. Saladin was known for his use of light cavalry. His soldiers were highly mobile. He used them to harass the enemy and disrupt their formations. Saladin also understood the importance of logistics. He made sure his army was well supplied. He used spies to gather intelligence on the enemy. Saladin was also a master of psychological warfare. He exploited his enemy's weaknesses. Section 7. Beyond the battlefield, Saladin's diplomacy and leadership. Saladin was not just a great warrior. His prowess on the battlefield was matched by his wisdom off it. He was also a skilled diplomat and administrator. His ability to govern effectively was evident in his interactions with both his allies and adversaries. He knew how to negotiate with his enemies, often turning potential conflicts into opportunities for peace. His diplomatic skills were instrumental in maintaining stability in the region. Saladin was known for his fairness and justice. He treated his subjects with respect and ensured that laws were applied equally to all, regardless of their background. He allowed the defeated Christian citizens of Jerusalem to leave safely, demonstrating his commitment to humane treatment, even in victory. He even allowed some Christian religious orders to remain in the city, recognizing the importance of religious tolerance and coexistence. Saladin's actions earned him the respect of his enemies. Many European knights and leaders admired his chivalry and honor, often speaking highly of him even in their own courts. He was a just ruler. His sense of justice extended beyond his own people, influencing the broader region and setting a standard for leadership. Saladin improved the lives of his subjects. He focused on public welfare, ensuring that his people had access to essential services and infrastructure. He built hospitals, schools and mosques, investing in the health, education and spiritual well-being of his people. These institutions became centers of learning and care. He promoted trade and scholarship. By encouraging commerce and intellectual pursuits, Saladin helped create a thriving, prosperous society that valued knowledge and cultural exchange. Section 8. A legacy of respect, Saladin in the Islamic world. Saladin died in 1193. He left behind a legacy of greatness. He is remembered as a hero who defended Islam. Saladin is admired for his piety, courage and justice. He is seen as a symbol of Muslim unity. Saladin's conquests restored a sense of pride to the Muslim world. He is still studied in military schools today. His life and achievements are celebrated in Islamic literature, poetry and art. Saladin's story continues to inspire people around the world. Section 9. The West remembers Saladin's image in Western culture. Saladin was a formidable enemy of the Crusaders. His military prowess and strategic acumen made him a significant figure in the battles of the Crusades. The Crusaders, who were determined to reclaim the Holy Land, found in Saladin a leader who was not only skilled in warfare, but also deeply committed to his cause. However, he was also respected by them. Despite being adversaries on the battlefield, there was a mutual respect between Saladin and the Crusader leaders. This respect was born out of Saladin's fair treatment of prisoners and his honorable conduct during negotiations. They admired his chivalry and military skills. Saladin's ability to lead his troops with both strength and compassion set him apart. His strategic mind and his adherence to the principles of chivalry earned him admiration even from his enemies. Saladin is often portrayed as a noble and honorable figure in Western literature and art. Artists and writers of the medieval period and beyond have depicted him as a paragon of virtue, a leader who embodied the highest ideals of knighthood and honor. He is a character in several famous works, including Dante's Inferno and Sir Walter Scott's The Talisman. In these works, Saladin is not just a historical figure, but a symbol of the noble enemy, a character who represents the possibility of respect and understanding between different cultures. Saladin is shown as a worthy adversary. His leadership qualities and his ability to inspire his followers made him a formidable opponent. Yet his portrayal in Western culture often highlights his fairness and his commitment to justice. He is someone who embodies the ideals of chivalry. Saladin's actions during the Crusades, such as his treatment of prisoners and his respect for his enemies, have cemented his image as a chivalrous leader. This portrayal reflects the complex relationship between the Islamic and Western worlds during the Crusades. The interactions between these two cultures were marked by both conflict and cooperation, and Saladin's image in Western culture is a testament to the nuanced and multifaceted nature of these historical encounters. Section 10. Conclusion: Saladin's enduring impact. Saladin was a remarkable figure in history. He was a brilliant military commander, a wise ruler, and a devout Muslim. Saladin left an indelible mark on the Middle East. He united the Muslim world against the Crusaders. Saladin's victories shaped the course of history. He is still remembered today for his courage, leadership, and sense of justice. Saladin's story continues to resonate with people from all walks of life. He serves as a reminder that even in times of conflict, it is possible to act with honor and compassion.